How late SSG saved a civil servant who became HOS Oshiomhole. This is Adams Oshiomhole, former governor of Edo State, former APC NWC chairman. He's explaining and is giving us a lowdown on how late SSG saved a civil servant. And I mean, Oshiomhole, whether you like it or not, has got some wealth of experience under his belt. Many people who have even more credentials has not served or have the opportunity to be in different positions that Adams Oshiomhole has been at one point or the other. For starters, he has been NWC, he has been labor chairman, and I mean, he fought for the rights of workers. He has been the governor of Edo State for 2 tenure. I mean, he has been APC national chairman. You may not like his style of leadership, but at least he has this credentials all down his belt. Is explaining today. I think we should pay attention. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. God bless you. How late SSG saved a civil servant who became HOS Oshiomhole explained. Benin City former governor of Edo State and immediate past national chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole yesterday said the civil servant as an institution must be preserved, even as he revealed how a former secretary to the state government SSG saved a civil servant from being dismissed, who later became the head of servants of the states. Oshiomhole stated this when he paid a condolence visit to the family of Simon, who retired as HOS under his administration and later appointed as SSG. He said, Simon will be remembered for many things. When you say what somebody will be remembered for, I think those he affected one way or the other will remember him firmly. He affected them directly and indirectly. I have told my own story and I can tell you he was a good man. Now, there are people in the civil servants and service today who will have their own stories. There are people in Odo communities that will have their own portion of stories as to who he was, how he affected them, how they benefited from his person. He was a man. There was a man I thought should be dismissed because we thought he cannot cope with our piece of work and a couple of things he didn't think was right. That kind of person made sure that things were done decently and in order. No matter what the challenges were, he faced it square on. That was Simon. The civil servant must be protected. The civil service must be protected, and having worked in a system, he went on to protect them and to be a voice for the voiceless. And one of such people he protected when I wanted to appoint a head of service where there was a vacancy, I wanted to make sure that I followed any systematic and way to make sure that this position was not influenced by any group of persons of interest. I just wanted to make sure that the decision is based mostly on merit and the most senior civil servants. So I just wanted so what I wanted was the files. I went through them and I saw the most senior person. I called the secretary to the state government and said, announce this person as the new head of civil servants. And when the name was announced, those who knew him came up to me and said that was the man that you should have picked. He is the very right person. I asked Dr. Simon to sack every other person who was not qualified, and he came up to me and said, no, let's give people opportunity, let's encourage people, not discourage them. That was the kind of man he was, you see. So I mean, Oshiomhole is speaking at somebody's funeral and condolences visit to the person, saying this and that and that and that about the person. We need to be careful the kind of legacy we are leaving behind, especially those in political offices and position who have the opportunity to be able to influence. If you have the opportunity to be able to affect, cause a change, and you do not do it, it's your fault. Because a day will come, whatever you have supported or do is what will be remembered, not the millions you own. For starters, that millions will be destabilized by your family, who will share the money, and if you're not careful, it will not even get to your loved ones. If you don't have a will and all that, even if you have a will in Nigeria, we know what happens to these things. But the life and the legacy you have left will never be forgotten. One of those instances is the person of Nelson Mandela, in South Africa. The kind of legacy, the life this man has lived, and the legacy he's left will never be forgotten. It does not matter what you think, he will never be forgotten. So, what legacy are you leaving today? What impact are you making? Are you just there for yourself? Are you just there for yourself? Are you just there to acquire wealth for just yourself and your family? Are you not thinking about others? That's not the way to go. For if you really truly want to make an impact and leave a legacy, you must do more. And that is what we call on everybody today. Whatever position you find yourself, make sure you leave an impact. Make sure you leave something, beautiful that you will forever be remembered for. Because if you continue to stay in the same vein and you do nothing, when you are gone, it will be he live from here to here. But what will remain with people forever in their memory and they will never forget it is the impact, the legacy you left. I have a dream is the words of a man called Martin Luther King. And guess what? Dead, is dead, long gone. But I have a dream forever lives on. I have a dream forever lives on. What are you dreaming of today? What legacy are you leaving behind? What difference are you making in the life of somebody around you? Don't forget, you have opportunity today to make a difference. And the difference you have to make has started already. People are watching. People are looking at you. People are wondering, what will you do? What will you be remembered for? Remember that a day will come. All the money a man owes will not be able to sustain him or to remedy him when the time comes for the day of, for the man to go. Even if you have a stash of gold, you will not be buried with them. For instance, you are even buried with one of them. Your grave will be designated, will be what? People will come and they will open it, want to take that very gold. So what are we talking about? Remember, what you leave behind, what people will forever remember, is your footprints you left at the sand of time. Call, impart. Remember to impart a life today. Don't forget, we love you. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Bye for now.